Imagine this, you've just finished crafting a beautiful coffee table. The surface is perfectly flat, the finish gleams under the light, and every edge feels silky smooth beneath your fingertips. You step back, admiring your handiwork, feeling that unmistakable sense of pride that comes from turning raw wood into something truly special. It's a moment every woodworker cherishes, a masterpiece, ready to take its place in your home. But then, just a few weeks later, you notice something's off. One corner of the table has lifted, twisting the once flat surface into a wobbly, uneven mess. That flawless tabletop now rocks with every touch, and the gap between the apron and the top is impossible to ignore. Your masterpiece has become a potato chip, and your heart sinks. It's a gut punch, one that every woodworker, from beginner to seasoned pro, experiences at some point. No matter how careful you are, warping can sneak up on you, turning pride into frustration overnight. The real culprit behind this heartbreak? It's not your technique or your tools, it's wood's endless dance with moisture. Wood is a living material, even after it's been cut and shaped. Think of wood like a sponge. It's constantly absorbing and releasing water from the air around it, always seeking balance with its environment. When the air gets humid, wood swells. When it dries out, wood shrinks. This invisible exchange is happening all the time, whether you notice it or not. Even if you apply the best finish money can buy, wood never truly stops moving. The finish slows down the process, but it can't seal out moisture completely. Wood is always trying to find equilibrium with the air in your home, and that means it's always on the move. This never-ending movement is the root cause of warping, cupping, and twisting. It's why even the most beautiful tables can suddenly go bad. But here's the good news. Understanding wood movement is the secret to building furniture that stands the test of time. By learning how wood behaves, you can anticipate its changes and design your projects to accommodate them. Don't get discouraged if your first few projects warp or twist. This is just part of the woodworking journey. A rite of passage, really. Every craftsman has been there, and every mistake is a lesson in disguise. Think of it like sailing. You can't stop the wind, but you can always adjust your sails. In woodworking, you can't stop wood from moving, but you can learn to work with it, not against it. Smart design choices, like allowing for expansion gaps, choosing the right joinery, and orienting boards correctly, can make all the difference. These techniques let your furniture flex and breathe, staying strong and beautiful for years to come. Learn the rules of wood movement, and you'll start winning more often than not. Your tables will stay flat, your cabinets will stay square, and your confidence will grow with every project. So let's dive in together. Let's explore how to choose, prepare, and assemble wood in ways that respect its nature, so you can build pieces that last a lifetime. With the right knowledge and a little care, you can save your next project from heartbreak and create furniture you'll be proud of for years to come. Picture a board, millions of fibers running lengthwise. When these fibers absorb moisture, the board gets wider, not longer. When it dries, it shrinks across the width. This constant expansion and contraction is why wood warps. If moisture changed evenly, boards would just get a bit wider or narrower. But real life isn't so tidy. One side dries faster, causing cupping. The shrinking side pulls the board into a U shape. This tug of war inside the wood can break glue joints and bend screws. Wood is always interacting with its environment. Every move, from lumberyard to your home, starts a new moisture adjustment. Our job: manage this process. That's how you keep your projects flat. Think kiln-dried lumber solves everything? Not quite. Kiln-dried wood leaves the mill at 6 to 8% moisture, but the lumberyard's humidity is different. The outer layers can absorb moisture, while the core stays dry. Bring it home, mill it flat, and you expose that wetter core. Now, one side dries and shrinks faster than the other. Warp City. You can plane a board flat, leave it for hours, and it'll twist or cup. It's not your fault, it's hidden moisture tension. Milling exposes this imbalance all at once. The solution? Don't rush the process. Recognize that wood needs time to adjust. Let's talk about how to do that right. The answer to hidden moisture and unpredictable wood movement is staged milling, a process where patience truly pays off. Many woodworkers are tempted to rush through milling, but taking your time is the secret to success. Don't mill your boards to their final thickness in a single session. Instead, think of it as a gradual journey, allowing the wood to reveal its true character along the way. On day 1, Take a light pass on both sides, just enough to clean up the surfaces and remove any roughness. This first step is about introducing the wood to your shop's environment and starting the acclimation process. After that, stack your boards with stickers between each layer to promote airflow. Let them rest for at least 24 hours, or even longer if you can. This pause gives the wood a chance to move and adjust to the new moisture levels in your shop. If you notice warping or twisting at this stage, that's actually a good sign. It means the wood is releasing hidden tension and moisture before you commit to your final dimensions, saving you headaches later. The next day, repeat the process. Flatten the boards again, removing just a bit more material. Then, let them rest once more. Each cycle brings you closer to stable, reliable stock. Continue this staged approach, milling a little at a time and allowing for rest periods until you reach your final thickness. This methodical process ensures your boards are as flat and true as possible. Each stage gives the wood a chance to equalize and stabilize, reducing the risk of future movement and making your joinery more precise. By building this habit, you guarantee flatter, more stable parts for your projects, and you'll spend less time fighting warped boards down the road. It's far less work than trying to fix warped or twisted pieces after assembly, which can be frustrating and time-consuming. Staged milling is your best insurance policy for woodworking success. It's a simple habit that pays off every time, so give your wood the time it needs to move and settle before you start building. Your patience will be rewarded with better results. In the end, your projects, and your future self, will thank you for embracing the magic of staged milling. Staged milling works best when paired with acclimation. Let your wood sit in your shop for at least a week before working it. Stack boards with stickers for even airflow. Don't just pile or lean them. This lets wood reach equilibrium with your shop's humidity. Store boards, away from heaters, doors, or damp spots. Patience here prevents future warping. Acclimation costs nothing but time. It's the foundation of warp-free woodworking. Even perfectly prepared wood will warp if you trap it in your design. Don't glue or screw a solid tabletop directly to a rigid frame. The top wants to expand and contract, but the frame resists. Something will crack or split. Same goes for gluing panels into frames on all four sides. The panel needs room to move, or it'll push the frame apart or split itself. These mistakes destroy furniture. Always design with wood movement in mind. Give every panel room to breathe. That's how you avoid self-destructing projects. The secret is joinery and hardware that allow movement. Use tabletop fasteners, clips that hold the top but let it slide as it expands or contracts. For doors and panels, use frame and panel construction. The panel floats inside grooves, never glued. For breadboard ends, use elongated screw holes so the top can move. These techniques keep joints strong but let wood shift naturally. Guide the movement, don't fight it. This is the art of woodworking. Once you master these tricks, you can build anything with confidence. Your furniture will last for generations. Build smart. Let wood move. Ready to build woodworking projects that stay flat and true for years to come? Here's your essential warp-free woodworking checklist, a set of proven steps that will help you avoid the frustration of warped boards and keep your creations looking their best. Start by buying kiln-dried lumber that's straight and flat. This is the foundation of any successful project. Kiln-dried wood has had most of its moisture removed in a controlled environment, making it much less likely to twist or cup as it adjusts to your shop. Always inspect your boards before purchase. Avoid any lumber that's already showing signs of twisting, cupping, or bowing. Even a small defect can become a big problem later on, so be picky at the lumberyard. Once you bring your wood home, let it acclimate in your shop for at least a week. Stack boards with stickers, those thin spacers between each layer, to allow air to circulate evenly. This helps the wood adjust to your shop's humidity and temperature, reducing the risk of movement later. When it's time to mill your boards, use a staged approach. Remove only a little material at a time, and let the wood rest between passes. This gradual process helps relieve internal stresses and keeps your boards flat. In your designs, always allow for wood movement. Never trap panels inside frames. Use floating panels and flexible fasteners, like Z-clips or buttons. This lets the wood expand and contract naturally with changes in humidity. Apply your finish evenly to every surface, including the edges and undersides. A consistent finish slows down moisture exchange, helping to keep your project stable over time. Above all, respect the nature of wood. Each board is unique, with its own grain and personality. Work with these natural features, not against them, and you'll get the best results. By following these habits, you'll give yourself a 99% success rate against warping. Your projects will stay flat, functional, and beautiful for years to come. Have you ever had a project warp on you? Share your warping horror stories in the comments below. Let's learn from each other's mistakes and keep improving our craft together. With these steps in your toolkit, you can build with confidence, knowing your work will stand the test of time and look great in any setting. Now go build something awesome and warp-free. You've got this. Happy woodworking.